And then it happened, book 7. Now, I should let you know before I start reading this book that the authors have done a very clever thing. They've made it so that the book is actually upside down. Here's the book, but look at the cover, it's upside down. And that's because the authors have said, warning, this book cover has been cleverly disguised to drive parents and teachers crazy. So when you think I'm reading the book upside down, I'm not actually. All right, here we go. Books 7, Chapter 1, Another Good Deed. What started out as a beautiful hot summer day turned out to be one of the grossest days of the year. Gordon, Paula, and I spent all day fishing in the river. The fish were biting and we were having a lot of fun. But all good things must come to an end. By 5 o'clock, we were tired and hungry, and it was time to head home and clean up for dinner. As we biked up the hill toward town, we passed a small house with a big yard. A little old lady was struggling to push her lawnmower up and down the steep hill of her lawn. We could see her frail body straining and sweating under the hot afternoon sun. We slowed down and stopped to watch. "Gee," said Gordon, "look at that. She's way too old to be mowing her own lawn, especially on such a hot day. Do you think we've got time to help her and still make it home for dinner?" I looked at my watch. If we hurried, we could still probably make it. We pedaled up her long driveway and waved hello. The old woman saw us and shut off the mower. She smiled at us, and we noticed right away that the old woman had no teeth. Gordon introduced us and said that we would like to finish cutting her lawn for her. At first, I thought she was going to refuse our help, but then she gave us a gummy grin and said, "That would be wonderful, but I'm afraid I can't pay you. I don't have much money." "Oh, we don't want any money," Gordon said quickly. "We'd be happy to do it for free. On a hot day like this, you should be resting in the shade, not pushing a heavy lawnmower." The old lady nodded in appreciation. As Gordon started up the mower and began cutting the lawn, Paulo and I sat in the shade on the front porch, chatting with the woman, who was hard of hearing. After several minutes, I took Gordon's place pushing the mower while he sat with Paulo and the woman on the shady porch. When I thought I couldn't take the heat much longer, Paulo came and took his turn. As Gordon and I sat on the porch talking to the old lady, my stomach rumbled loudly and sweat dripped from my forehead. Noticing how hot and sweaty we were, the old lady insisted on going into the house to make us some lemonade. Paulo finished cutting the lawn and joined us on the front porch. We waited for the old lady to return with the lemonade. My stomach rumbled again. "Oh, I wonder what's taken so long," I asked, looking at my watch. "We've got to get home for dinner. I'm starving." Spying a bowl of peanuts on the table beside him, Gordon reached out and helped himself to a few of the peanuts, saying, "I'm sure she wouldn't mind." Paulo and I helped ourselves to peanuts as well, and before we knew it, we'd eaten most of the bowl. I guess we had all been pretty starving. "Oh, those peanuts were really good," said Gordon, grabbing another handful. At last the old lady returned with 3 glasses and a pitcher of lemonade on a tray. I'm really sorry," said Gordon. "My friends and I were really hungry and we helped ourselves to those peanuts. Right after supper, we'll go to the store and buy you another big bag." "Oh, don't worry about that," said the old woman as she poured 3 tall glasses of lemonade for us. No, really, I insist," Gordon said. "We shouldn't have helped ourselves without asking. It's almost dinner time, and we'd spent the entire day at the river fishing, and we were starving." "I don't mind at all," the lady said calmly and kindly. "You just help yourself. Well, thanks, we chorused, reaching into the bowl. And then it happened. As we hungrily munched the last of the peanuts, the old lady sighed and said, "You see, ever since I lost all my teeth, I can only suck the chocolate off them anyway." Oh!